What's up? It is Essential. That is me. And this is my second episode of my podcast, Essentially Speaking. Like I said before, just because I want everybody to speak their truth, speak their mind, just be for real. Today I have one of the same people from my last episode and two new people. I want everybody to go ahead and introduce themselves. I'm going to start off with Scotty. Go ahead.
Yo, what's going on, man?
I got Angel.
Yo, what's up, man?
And final, last but not least, Paco.
Alright.
Alrighty. Alrighty, so I had a few ideas already written down like I normally do, but actually gonna go a little bit off script because we was talking off stream, and Angel has some things to say about his choice of women. You know, everybody got they. Let me start off with everybody has their preferences, right? But I wanna hear your reasoning behind yours. So go ahead. So I'm gonna fill everybody in, right? So we were talking about how most people, well, not even most people, but a lot of people don't date outside of their ethnicity, their race, or whatever. And we were talking a lot about how Hispanic people and black people. So Angel, being Hispanic descent himself, we asked him, would he ever marry a black woman? So go ahead, Angel. Go ahead, explain yourself.
Why you gotta throw this on me already? We could have at least waited like a good 10 minutes, but it's more like I just don't find black women attractive like that. It's it's more just like my type. I like Latino women. That's mainly what I date. That's all I have ever dated, actually. Like, it's not just towards black women. I never dated a white girl. I don't think I would, because I'm sorry, but white girls be annoying. And then it's just something I have never done. If I find a female, because I look at personality traits. If I find a female that I actually like off of her personality, I'm gonna find her attractive no matter what, because I look on that shit.
Okay. Cause so it's like, and I don't even mean to be like just black women in general. It's that we were talking about black women at the time, so that was really what just came up. So it could really be any ethnicity in general. A lot of people don't actually date outside of their ethnicity, and a lot of times it might not even be a preference thing. It could be a family thing. For example, I know people who wouldn't date outside of their ethnicity because of their parents, whether their parents wouldn't like that person, that their parents wouldn't really talk to them like their own children just because they're dating outside of their ethnicity and things like that, which I think is that's wild, in my opinion. I myself am dating with outside of my ethnicity. I'm black, but my girlfriend is Puerto Rican. And then I don't have no problems with dating outside of my ethnicity. But then dating within my ethnicity, I can't say that I wouldn't. But what's it called? There was one time where I first moved out to the Zion area, and then there was this one black girl that was in one of my classes, right? I was like, oh, this person's decent. And I ended up going to a family reunion and finding that person was my cousin. So I was like, kind of scared after that. So it's just stuff like that is just it's crazy.
Crazy.
I don't know, Scotty. You got anything to say about that?
Man, everybody up for grabs, man. Okay.
Why is that?
Because I wasn't taught to have a preference.
You think that's
Just
taught?
like you said, a preference, just like you said, like, um, it's taught to their children through them. However you said it, their parents wouldn't like it, so
Oh
they're
yeah,
taught to have a preference. I wasn't taught to have a preference. I believe a preference is taught because you had to see it to dislike it or like it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So when people say preference, I just think, oh, okay, they don't like black women because they had a bad experience with it. or whatever the case is, or just because they're black, whatever the reason for it. But I personally have no preference.
And what ethnicity are you yourself?
I'm black as hell.
Paco, you got anything to add or say?
No, just don't be ghetto. That's about it.
Just don't forget us about it. You
I
think you
ain't with
could
all that hand,
say it again?
I ain't with all that hand clapping shit.
Oh, what's it called? Yeah, I be saying that a lot. Normally, I mean, I grew up around a bunch of black people, so normally I would associate that with like a black person or black people thing. But like when you meet more people, you realize that's a quote unquote like ghetto thing. It's not a black thing. That even makes me think of like when people say when you do some ghettos, it could be black considered black. Do you know what I'm saying about that one?
Yeah.
Cause let's say
Chicken is a fucking black thing. Like, when did that happen?
I don't know. I don't know. To be honest with a lot of the stereotypes, I don't know where that came from. But what was I about to say? So I was saying I don't remember what I was saying. Darn. Oh, so yeah, I remember what I was talking about. So what's it called? So when I talk, most of the time when I'm talking, I talk pretty proper or pretty correct, and a lot of times I'd be associated with talking white. So that could be another ethnicity thing, because I don't ever hear besides you either talk white or you talk black. I don't ever hear about talking any other type
You
of.
need to check the Reddit pages, boy. They be going crazy. It be videos and in the comments talking about this white guy trying to talk black. Like, I find that racist. 'Cause what the fuck does talk black mean? Like, same with talk white. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it is a racist thing. I don't know what it is.
But I just wanted to talk about that because it was funny what Angel was saying at first. So I had to get that off my chest, you know.
Yeah, Lalo, he would have agreed with you.
Yeah, Lalo would have had a lot to say, but
Right.
Lalo.
I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I still believe a preference is taught, in my opinion. Just like white shoes versus black shoes. Well, you're not gonna. I like black shoes versus white shoes because white shoes get dirtier. Many people could agree. If I'm explaining that right.
No, yeah.
I understand where you're coming from, but I don't see it as like something being taught as much. I see it as like people learn it throughout life themselves to have that preference. Cause myself, I may talk to Puerto Rican and Mexican women, but I wasn't taught that. My family like never told me anything about relationships, life like that. It's just something that you find out on yourself in the years of you growing up. Your parents could have a little bit of influence on it, but I don't think they're gonna have like so much where it has you to the point where like I'm only dating one race.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever heard of? So that makes me think of. Have you ever heard of nature versus nurture?
No, I actually have not.
No. So if I'm not mistaken, if I'm getting this right, basically nature versus nurture is a type of thing where nature is something you basically do yourself or learn yourself, teach yourself, things like that. And nurture is things that you're taught or like things you're given, like for example, growing up and learning things like how to talk, how to speak, how to almost like things. For a lot of things that you like can be from growing up. Not all of them, but a lot of things can be almost like a taught thing. That would be nature. Now, that would be nurture. Now, nature is the things that you actually like yourself. So, another quick example. Let's say your whole family likes to go, likes to cook for themselves. So then they go and cook. They teach you how to cook. They teach you how to do everything as far as cooking for yourself. That'd be a nurture type thing. and then you find out that you don't like cooking or you're bad at cooking. This is a bad example, but that's more of a nature thing, so that's on yourself.
I understand where you're coming from,
Okay,
Monaco.
cool.
I completely understand.
Okay, that sounds
Like, just nature is something you learn yourself, and I mean, yeah, nature is something you learn yourself. Then what'd you say the other one was again?
it's nature versus nurture.
Yeah, nurture is something that you get taught. Nature is something you learn yourself.
Right, basically, yeah. So you wouldn't think that liking your preference in people could come from what you've seen growing up.
I believe it has a little effect in it, but like not too much effect, because it's
Well,
something you have to experience yourself. But though it just depends on how young you are, and because it can be both, because your parents can have that effect on you, but at the same time they can't. You're your own person, and you will teach yourself whether you listen to them completely or go about upon your own life.
Okay, Paco, you got any thoughts? Oh,
beat.
Paco might be
AFK.
AFK.
I'm just speaking from my experience because I didn't see a whole bunch. It didn't
Yeah.
even
Well, everybody is completely
our boy
different, to be
Lalo
honest.
even confirm that his parents have a
Babe, your mom's calling
effect
you.
on it of what color he goes to.
Okay.
But at the same time, like, have you ever watched a Medea's Christmas?
I probably have. You probably have to like give me a scenario.
But
I've seen a lot of Medea movies. Well,
it's
have I
to
seen
me,
a lot?
So basically, in a Medea's Christmas, the daughter of Medea's friend, I forgot the name, she was married to a white guy, and her mom did not want her marrying any white people or getting with any white people at all.
Uh-huh.
But she didn't listen to that. She went on her own role. And half of the movie, it's like trying to tell the mother that they're together. And the mother's bringing back an old friend from their high school that's also black and that she wants her daughter to marry.
Okay.
But her daughter does not want to. She likes the white guy.
And also, oh, go ahead. Keep going.
What?
I'm trying to figure out what I was trying to say. I'm not saying like
Okay.
it's against the black race because it definitely happens within the black race too. Like, but I'm just saying because I'm black, I've seen it from other races. Oh, okay, don't go with the blacks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, even within the black community, you see, like Scotty was saying, like people be like, oh, don't date people that's not black. If you're not dating somebody that's not black,
You're a disgrace.
yeah, there we go. And, like, it's just so wild to me. Like at the end of the day,
I just feel like that's something that's taught. Like, my opinion, like
Yeah.
racism. Like, I don't know if that's a grades of racism. I don't know. It's still part of preference, but I feel like that's just a racist part of it. Like, okay, we're not gonna go with this race at all, just for whatever reason.
cause
I mean, plus Angel right, like, if you're around Mexicans, well, you're around Mexicans. That's all that's there.
mhm.
That's all you see. That's all you're gonna get. In that scenario, I get, but like, just blatantly, like, okay, I don't like this, just because it never dated a black or Hispanic, whoever. I just think you're crazy. If I'm putting that in the right words.
Yeah, I get you. Cause I was gonna say everybody has their preference, but then it can't be a preference if you can't prefer one thing over the other if you haven't tried the other. That sounds kind of weird. Talking about people.
I know.
I get my words.
can't-
right, 'cause
I know exactly what you're
Yeah,
saying
but
right now.
yeah,
bro.
but not. I don't mean it as in like trying people because that sounded horrible. But like, cause
Yeah.
you
I get my my words right.
Yeah.
In that pause, like, okay, am I saying this right?
I mean, you don't have to technically you don't have to date somebody to know you don't want to date them. But as in like, at least talk to the person.
But I was talking about date. Like I have talked to black women, and I was about to go out with one, but then like just didn't fall through, and that didn't have like as much impact as people would think. But that didn't have any impact on it at all, actually.
Okay.
Because the way I said it just right there, it sounds like it made it have impact, but nah, it didn't. But what I'm basically saying is just like I have tried. It just something I do not prefer as much.
Okay.
Like I will, it just is completely like random. If I find a female that likes me like that, and I like her like that, then I'm gonna date her. It's not nothing about anything else.
So no, damn.
I got you. And yeah. So I just really want to get into that just because we was talking about it earlier, and it's not even a big. Well, it's a big thing for some people, but it's not. It shouldn't be as big as it is.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, whoever listen, like, what the fuck is this Scotty talking about?
You should. I mean, really, you should let people.
Man, I'm just trying to figure out the words because I know this day and age, bro. It's 2022, bro.
Yeah.
Shut your black ass up. You know what you're talking about. Crazy.
What's it? Yeah. But let's on a little bit of a lighter note. Has if you can think of any, I can also give an example for myself. Do you have any experiences at work, any weird experiences at work, whether if you worked with a customer, because right now I work in retail, or if you just have any funny, weird things that happen to you at work?
Just like in general?
Yeah, in general.
There's been some some messed up ass stuff when I was working.
Like what?
You know, when Lalo can tell you this story. Me and him were working at Domino's together, and there was actually a white guy that came in and was being very racist to the point where Lalo was about to go outside and fight him.
What was he saying?
Just calling him like an immigrant, saying he's gonna call ICE on him.
Oh wow.
Just a whole bunch of racist stuff. And then it just like stuff like that happens every day in retail, I'm not gonna lie. It just depending on where you work, some places are worse than others. Like I believe fast food's a little bit worse than retail, because retail you don't get as many customers depending on what store you're on. And with fast food, there's a lot more mess ups that that can happen. And those mess ups might not be your fault, but the customer is gonna look at you like it's your fault. I do not care. You're the store. You should be fixing this. It's something we cannot control, but it's always gonna happen. But when it does happen, just if it gets you to that point where your blood start boiling and you want to fight, tell your manager that you off the clock and go fight, because you don't want to get fired for that.
Scotty?
I'm trying to think, because majority of my life I sat there and worked for myself. I worked in retail, but I don't think I've had any like, because I've always did stock. I never like the jobs y'all have, like sitting front and center, getting the customers. I never liked that shit because of stuff like that. Because I know what I do. Somebody try, yeah, alright. That's just me.
Have you ever seen anything like being at a store or?
I mean, the usual stealing. That's about it. I don't get paid enough to go get that stuff back. I don't care.
Yeah, like when it leaves the store, it's gone. It's not your fault.
I'm not running after you trying to.
I'm not security. If you security, it's another story. But like,
yeah, even if I was security, I'm not changing. Nah, good. I'm good on that one.
No.
I don't know. I mean,
So
usual stealing. That's about it. I don't think I've been crazy.
I mean, mine ain't been too crazy, but So the first one I can think of is when I worked at Six Flags, and when I worked at Six Flags, I was in the games. Excuse me, hold on. I was in the games department, and in the games department, you literally deal with the games or some of the attractions, like well, back when I was there, because I don't know if it's still the same. So we did the games, and then we did Daredevil Dive. But I was at the hoops game, the basketball game where you gotta shoot it into the net from far away, not the one that's up close. And there was this white guy and this black girl, and he kept trying to shoot it, and he hit one, but the rest he was missing, so he didn't really get the prize he wanted. He was like, "Come on, man. You can't just give me a toy, man. You can't just give me like a little prize. If you come on, all right, hold on. Let me talk to you real quick. So if you give me a prize, I'll let you take my girl home. And you can do whatever you want to her." I was like, no, I don't. I was like, no, I don't want that. He was like, you can do anything. Like, I'm not gonna know nothing. I'm just like, and then like she's just sitting there, just laughing and stuff, and I'm just like. What is going on? Like,
Just pranked.
I'm like, yo, it's supposed to be family stuff, and y'all are trying to be weird. I don't know. It ain't really been too many like that. Another thing is when I work, I don't know if Angel knows this or not, but I used to work at Domino's with him too. And I was the delivery driver though. So when you deliver, you can make notes, and in the notes, you can literally say whatever you want to say. So this one time, this person asked me. They said, when you deliver my food, can you go to the store and grab me some milk, and I'll pay you back when you grab the milk. And I was so confused on if this person was for real or not. So when I dropped off their food, I was like, I couldn't buy the milk. I'm not allowed to do that. And then it's like, oh, okay. But it's just weird. Like, why would you want a delivery driver to go buy your milk? What if I did buy it and then they didn't even pay me back?
They probably wouldn't have. They would have waited till you drove away.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know. Like you said, retail is weird. I would for sure put hands on somebody and nah, I'm not doing that for $15 an hour. Not even 15. I don't even think it's 15 working retail.
It depends.
Yeah, it depends on the store you working in, how high of a position you are. But Nate, I understand where you're coming from on that, because some stuff actually happened to me like that too. It was the exact same house, or not exact same house, exact same situation, except for I think it was some Kool-Aid packets. I'm not gonna lie. It said Kool-Aid packets and pickle. I was like,
I already know what that is. That's
exactly.
I know what that is. I never tried it, but I know what that is too.
What they?
I'm sitting there.
Yeah, they put the Kool-Aid packet on the pickle and eat it.
And then also I think something with a fruit roll up on it.
Yep, that too.
Oh,
I know.
that's
My girlfriend wanted to try that.
Tahini shit. Oh,
Yeah, tahini, chamoy, fruit roll up in a pickle.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Tacos.
TikTok.
And then
I said the sweet, sour, and salt.
It's everything above.
I'm good. I don't even like pickles on burgers for real. But you want to eat a whole pickle with a fruit roll up on it.
Yeah, TikTok can come up with the most craziest ideas. Well, I don't know if I think this might have been before TikTok. Huh?
So it's the internet.
Oh, as I say, I don't know if this was from TikTok or before TikTok or anything like that. But one time, me and my girlfriend tried this. It was Takis. What was it? Takis, sour cream, and a jalapeno. And that mug was decent. I wasn't trying to go for it at first. She was like, try it.
It's good for you.
I wouldn't say it's good for you, but it was good. It was pretty good. I'd do it again.
Now we gotta try the pickles wrapped around with
Weird
fruit
foods.
roll-ups.
Yep, she said it just now. She wants to try the pickles with fruit real love.
It's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Pickles out of jar. You just eat pickles just to eat them. That's weird.
I've done it before.
Weird.
You don't like pickles?
I don't got no problem, but who would just eat a pickle by himself? That's weird.
I mean, it got some taste to it.
I'm good. It's like, oh, nah, that's a bad comparison. I don't know, it's just weird. Not gonna try it. That's a
Nah.
no. Nah, never.
Is there
You
any
got
food?
completely off topic.
is there bro? Is there any food that you or any food that you would say is probably weird that you do want to try?
No, stick it to the regular food. Don't want to try nothing new.
What?
People talking about
You don't like trying new stuff?
It's not that. It's just I'm not about to try it. Just
Like, if it sounds weird, you're not gonna try it?
if it sounds weird, I'm just not trying it. Not it.
Yeah, I understand that. Yo, something that's good. Have y'all ever tried the mac and cheese from Chick-fil-A?
I don't think so.
Bro, that shit smack. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The mac and cheese from Chick-fil-A. I eat the mac and cheese from McDonald's. I mean, whoa, from
Oh, that's
Popeyes.
Ooh, their mac and cheese. Their mashed potatoes.
I like all their food. I don't think Scotty eat Popeyes.
Popeyes, no. I get stuff from KFC. That's the bowl. That's the only thing.
Have you ever tried? It was they have like
Yeah.
it was 2 glazed donuts and some chicken.
I can't.
I was about to try it, but then I was like, nah.
Like that just sound like a fucking Pepto-Bismol day,
I
bro.
need you to open the pop.
Honestly.
Can you bring it here? I have to. I'm still in.
It's gonna explode. Are you gonna clean the carpet when it
I'm
explodes?
good.
I'm recording. That's why.
Glazed donuts.
Okay, but
That's
it's really
why America
fast. You can
fat.
tell them, wait a minute. It's really fast.
Hold on.
It's
All right.
crazy.
I got it in the sink.
Yeah, like looking neat.
What do you mean by that?
You fat? Nah.
I wouldn't
you
say
gotta
I'm fat.
clean it.
I say I'm probably like slim thick.
That, yeah, I know you about to edit that out because there ain't no way.
Yeah, you most definitely edit that out.
That's crazy.
No way he just called himself slim thick.
Let's say somebody offered you $1 million. Is there something you wouldn't do?
There's a lot of stuff I want to do.
You want? I said wouldn't do.
Told them
Yeah,
it's
wouldn't.
really
Oh, okay. So let's say I offered you $1 million right now. But there's something you wouldn't do. What wouldn't you do?
So dick.
Yo.
All right. Well, you said. Wait, what did you say, Scotty?
I thought that one was obvious.
You thought that one was
You
obvious?
know?
Man, these people don't know how to be millionaires.
So Nate, you saying you would do it?
I'm not saying none. I'm saying if you see me out with a new Porsche, don't ask me. No, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. I don't.
Gotta be levels, man.
What's it-
Levels to $1 million.
What about Senor Paco?
Can we like off the guy afterwards or no?
Sorry, what'd you say, Paco? You're not.
He was-
clear.
Oh,
He
oh
said.
my! I said, can we off the guy real quick afterwards?
He's basically. He was saying like, can you just kill the guy afterwards?
Nah, you can't kill the guy, and he can brag about it as much as he wants.
You're gonna have to pay me more than that.
Exactly. So it's something you wouldn't do. What else wouldn't you do for a meal, Paco?
I'm sorry, don't be off the table. I'm sorry,
Say that one more time.
Without being dominated. Was I too?
Here's a better question for you guys. Would you let someone shoot you in the leg for a meal?
I take
Hell
it.
yeah. Take
I'll
my
take
leg
it.
off.
Leg
They can
lock,
take both of them.
boy.
I'll take that. What, you not doing that?
Nah, like I'm saying, you paralyzed from the legs down for the rest of your life.
Sheesh.
Like
If
Joe
they
Yikes.
know
Swanson.
where, if they know where to hit, then hey, bro.
Like they, like Joe Swanson from Family Guy.
Oh, that's the police dude.
Yeah.
If they know where
For
to
a
hit
million?
artery, then
So
bro.
so basically, you're asking me, would I rather be able to walk or have $1 million?
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Exactly.
So
But your waist and down don't work.
damn. Does my dingling work?
No, that's your waist
Yeah.
down. Oh, that still works? Oh, fuck you.
But the thing is, you got to think about it like this. You got to think about the medical bills too. Because if you get in shot, like if they say they paying for everything, like all your medical bills, I'll do it. But your medical bills and all the stuff you gonna have to buy for your house if you have stairs or anything like that, that's gonna rack up immediately. Like you gonna have to end up paying more than half of your money.
That's not true, too.
What's that movie? What's that movie?
That's true, too.
What's that movie? Yeah. What was that Chinese movie? I don't know what movie that was. Screw the niggas knocking their ass off.
Sorry, I'm just listening to the background right now.
What's it? To be honest with you, I don't know. $1 million is a lot of money. Like, let's say somebody asked you to I'm trying to think of something. Do a line of cocaine for $1 million.
Hell yeah, I'll do it.
Nigga, what? I've been doing it for free.
Exactly.
Scotty, you doing a line
Going online.
for $1 million? No. You didn't say that. You didn't say that. I'm talking about. Would you do a line? Would you do a line
I
of?
already drink a line, so why not? Come on, bro. What?
Right. Make two.
Man,
I already drink pints.
what if you got addicted to it?
For me,
I'm myself
I'm not
on the
addicted
rope.
to it.
Then that mill gonna go quicker.
I'm not addicted.
What do you think about people addicted to drugs?
I mean, for some people, it's a coping way, but I don't know. I can't speak on it because I'm not easily addicted to anything.
It
I
also
can-
depends on what you're addicted on.
Right.
You think it depends on what they addicted on? I feel like if you addicted to any drug, you just weird.
But let's say you smoke weed.
I mean, there's a such thing as addictive personality. Like,
No.
I know people who that ties into it. Like they can't stop it. They have an addictive personality. I think that's what that's called. Like, they
I do
can't
believe it's called that.
Stop it. They can't stop it, no matter how hard they try. Like cigarettes. All right, cool. I'll puff a black and mild, but I'm not addicted to smoking. I know somebody who gotta have nicotine every single day. Like,
Ouch.
that's weird. Not weird, but I don't know. They're just addicted to that.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I know somebody can smoke like 3 packs of cigarettes a day. Like, hey, yo,
Yeah. I
that
don't
ain't
know.
good.
I know people who smoke a whole box a day, like half a box
Crazy.
a day.
That's hella crazy.
I think anybody that knows me in general, anybody that really knows me, I'll say anything if I feel like they addicted to some shit. I feel like that's just weird. When it comes to drugs, at least, like, I don't know.
I'm addicted to you.
And then so I just found like being addicted in drugs in general is just weird.
I'm addicted to you.
Just like the people who always talk about, oh yeah, I was outside, I was smoking. I'm like, okay, what about it? You know?
Does it count?
And I think it probably start off with like people trying to get cool points.
Like, what are you
Like
telling me,
basically,
brother? Like, I don't care really. I'm not talking about the stuff I'm doing or whatever the case is.
Mm. I feel like if you, I don't know.
You're my addiction.
It couldn't be me.
Yeah, babe.
Yes, I hear you.
You're my addiction.
It really couldn't be me, to be honest with you.
Sit here and smoke a whole ounce and then never smoke again until later on that year. Like, not a fiend. Like, people's, I don't know. That's dumb. I don't get in people's way. You're not bothering me, I ain't bothering you. Honest.
You think, well, not do you think, you consider alcohol a drug?
It's a suppressant. I believe is what it's called. It's a suppressant. So,
Huh?
make it sluggish. That's what it does. Just like bars. It's a suppressant.
I was joking around before about, cause so me growing up, I it's probably a everybody thing, but I didn't had some weird and some bad experiences with people, mostly just when it comes to alcohol, being drunk. So I myself didn't want to try drinking alcohol at all. But now that I'm older and stuff, and I see that it depends on the person. It's not the actual liquor itself. So I joke around. I'm like, hey, I tell people I want to try I want to start my my alcohol addiction. What is that called? Being a alcoholic or whatever, right? Yeah. So I've been trying alcohols for a month and a half.
Alcohols.
Liquors, my bad. Liquors. And this shit boring. This shit.
Good for you.
This
But
shit-
the thing is,
It's a walk in the
most
park.
people pair alcohol with stuff.
mm-hmm.
Like, whenever people are like, you could tell they're on something, most of the time they're not just drinking, they're doing more. Because I know people in my family that are exactly like that. Like, I have family members, you could tell when they're drunk, but they're not a nuisance where they're like, you can't be around them when they're drunk.
Mhm.
But at the same time, there is those people, but I know those people do other stuff too, and being drunk just makes it worse.
Okay. I can understand that.
I get drunk.
I should relate, Nate. What the fuck?
I'm asleep. I even sleep in a corner somewhere.
You said a corner somewhere.
Corner somewhere. You know, one of them. You gotta go partying. I hate parties.
I don't know. That might be it too. Since I never really been to parties, I never drank at a party, so that's probably a whole different experience in itself.
It's pretty fun.
I mean, you missed the full local era. That's probably what happened.
I missed a lot of eras, just being in the house.
You did, Nate.
You'll see some crazy stuff at parties, bro.
I'm sure. I mean, I hear about it, see it on social media, shit like that. But ain't never nothing too wild.
Yeah. But you gotta think about it like this. Have you ever been to a car meet?
Yeah.
There's stuff that happens at the car meets that nobody catches on video, and that'd be the most crazy stuff. Just because you see a party and it looks like normal, like nothing weird's going on, doesn't mean that. Like, you could be having some crazy stuff. Like, you ever watch, what movie was it? 21 Jump Street.
I've seen parts of it. I never watched the full movie.
So they're throwing a party. Everybody downstairs just drinking. They go upstairs and open the door. All you see is an orgy happening in one of the rooms.
Oh.
That's not a good. Well, that's a good example, but that's not a good example for.
I was about to say,
internet.
you said that sounded good.
I said that was not a good example, but it was a good example. But not for the internet.
So, What are we talking about?
Just like what could happen at parties.
Okay.
Like you may not see everything that's going on, but there's a lot more going on than you think.
This man a secret
Like,
agent.
how I grew up, people shooting up parties. I didn't want to be a part of that, so I didn't go to too many. Well, anybody who grew up in Chicago, let's just say, know the whole ordeal of that. Go to a party, well, there's a possibility you can shut up. For a reason, maybe no reason.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Parties is one of the things that just could be good or bad. What's it called? Do you say like party should be like? How do I even say this? Party should be at certain times. Like people should really just be partying on certain days, or
I know people who partied on a Monday, they're drunk right now.
But a party could happen anytime as long as the person's with it.
yeah. So
You could throw a party by yourself if you want.
I mean, yeah, I done did it before on Snapchat. People didn't seen it. That was years ago though. I was in my mama's basement going crazy. I probably still got videos on my Snapchat. It's just I had like a little disco ball. I turned the disco ball on, turned the music all the way up. I'm in the basement by myself, having fun. Jamming on me. But I feel like I don't know. I feel like some not parties, but I feel like some people just party too much. Cause even when it comes down to most people party, not everybody, but most people party when they either got a day off or they got like or when they take like a vacation off or whatever.
Hey man, go have fun. You ain't bothering me.
No, but yeah, that was just some shit I had on my head. Anybody got anything they want to say?
They dropping an EP June 16th. You guys watch out for that.
Yeah. Is it really June 16th? I know it's in June. Yeah, so I might as well put that out there to the zero amount of people that watch my podcast at this moment. I am dropping an EP in June. Let's see. Mixed by Essential. Mastered by Essential. Let's see. Featuring Essential. This is gonna be a solo EP. For this first part. I might drop some other stuff.
It's a rapper, people. Get confused.
Let's see. So pretty much, yeah. I didn't want this podcast to be too heavy. I didn't really go too much into stuff. It's just some stuff I had on my head real quick, and I had a couple of free homies at the moment, so it's just trying to bounce some stuff off people's heads, trying to see where people's heads is at. Really, to be honest with you. And once again, this is my podcast. I am Essential. This is essentially speaking. It's my podcast name. Because I want everybody to speak their truth, speak their mind, say whatever they want. Really feel free to say whatever you want. Because at the end of the day, it's just you. So you say whatever you want to say. And everybody got opinions to it. And I just want everybody to not really introduce themselves, but say their names again.
Got it. Yo. Shit, I remember.
Yep. Paco, Midget Lover, personally.
My name Angel the Toe Lover, professionally also.
Alright, so yeah. So, me, Scotty, Angel, Paco. Most definitely we'll be seeing them again. Most likely be seeing Scotty or hearing from Scotty again. And then just be safe out there, you know. This is the time where you insert the suicide hotline, the drug addiction hotline, and the what's it called when you're addicted to alcohol again?
Alcoholism.
You know,
Or
yeah,
alcoholic.
alcoholism hotlines. I don't know any, so drink safe out there. If you under 21, don't speak about it. And then, yeah, so we gonna end it there. Appreciate y'all for coming through.